Okay, we're recording. It's picking up the volume. So we're just going to react to what's going down my feed and just take it from there. Let's see. See this. Um, I've been liking I really been liking. I don't like the Love Island, but I like when my thoughts react to the Love Island. But you just can't react off a reaction video. So let's see. I don't want to. I'm tired of the Diddy shit. Like, oh shit, this shit mad funny. Let's go. Let's do this. Mm, let's make it.
How to tackle $40,000 in credit card debt in 2025. Every month, I barely scraped by making the minimum payments. Then I found National Debt Relief. They helped me enroll in a personalized debt.
Like that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And niggas don't, and we're having trouble as a society letting go of our superstars who were before us because they're still playing good. They're still playing at a high level. Kevin Durant's playing at a high level. Steph Curry's playing at a high level. LeBron James playing at a high level. But it's not equaling out to Game 7 in June.
And it's crazy that you got to say that, because when you look at what SGA has done, right, there's only him and 3 other players that has done this in all of the NBA careers. Like, so when you think of Kevin Durant, you think of LeBron, you think of Steph, you think of all of these people, Giannis, that are like phenomenal.
So yeah, I usually only watch Cam and Flea and what is the Gills Arena, but I for sure be on that Shannon Sharp the Night Count. I like those are my 3 best ones. Those are the ones I really like get all my info from when it comes to sports. So we're gonna react to It Is What It Is with Cam and Flea. Let's go.
Phenomenal talents, and he's one of the 4 that has done this. Is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Think of that. Then you got who else? Probably Shaq, right? Shaq did the same thing, won all 4 in the same year. Not even Kobe did this. Yeah.
Pause. Let me get some water real quick, and then we get back to it. Hold on. I forgot I had those things in there. Oh shit! I should have paused it, honey, y'all. I probably should have. I probably should have paused it, but I didn't. Okay, let's go.
And then Michael Jordan did it 4 times. 4 times Michael Jordan did it. 4 times. So that's why we put him where we put him. But the thing, SGA is in that company, and because he got there too early, you know how niggas hate when you're great too early, you know. Niggas wish. And it's sad because he's not a like a bad guy. He's not a guy that walks around and try to talk crazy. So that's probably why he doesn't get the accolades, because he don't come with all the antics. He don't come with all of the drama. He got, a Caucasian wife. He got, so all of this plays into why people don't see it as that dangerous. And, in this generation like danger. They don't like organization.
Fake danger, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So using your exact words, right? Looking at all the people that, not going to say you compared him to, but kind of the names that he's around.
Yeah.
Does he still not fit the criteria for Titletown because he didn't run it twice?
No, he's going to be in Titletown. I already know he's going to be in Titletown because the way they won this championship, either the league, my biased basketball IQ says the league is softer. It didn't even look like they were really good players on the floor. I'm not going to lie. Basketball, I don't know how Killer feels about it, but when I was looking at the game, the IQ doesn't look that high. Like the mistakes they're making, the passes that they were throwing, like going to the basket to turn around and then get your shot blocked is crazy. It's like the money they're getting paid and can't get a basket off the dribble was just mind blowing. Pause for me. I
Crazy work last night.
think he's just a throwback player in a new league. So he's going to dominate for years to come because his game is the way we used to play back in the days. I got the ball. I'm going to the rack until you stop me. You know exactly where I'm going. Figure it out.
I'm struggling with missing teeth, and that's why I'm here. Yeah, I wouldn't have done anything like this. I would have went straight to Nuvia and had it done. I would not recommend.
And the question?
Yeah, basically to Mace's point, how do you compare his game from back then to now? And did you feel like the IQ was there? Yeah, or was it?
Yeah, great, very good basketball IQ. The thing about it is when see we sit there and compare back in the day to today, but back to before I get to that, maybe that's a great point. These IQs are super duper low. And I don't even think it's about IQs. I just think it's about the way these niggas is playing. It was going to the basket before he got hurt. I forget who was next to him. I don't know if it was Hornstein or Chet or whatever. They were actually closing in on him, pause, but not to block his shot because they knew he wasn't going to shoot. He drives to the basket. You're right there to throw it out for three. The nigga wasn't even able to reach to block the shot. You could have just shot the layup. And I'm like, bro, the way niggas is playing is stupid. It's mad open layups, but they're looking to drive and dish. And I get driving and dishing if you can't make the layup. So yeah, then back to, it was another play. You already know this shit drive me crazy. These niggas, when they're under pressure, the game is starting to get out of hand, but not all the way out of hand. It's still maybe Indiana's down 11 maybe, if that, maybe 9 or 11, and they get a 5-second violation. Bro,
yeah,
I'm tired of the out of bounds. I can't specify the out of bounds shit enough. How do you get a 5-second violation in distress? And I understand, Pano, this is game 7. You don't know how to get the ball in bounds by now?
Yeah.
So
pause, no bullshit. I watched the game via Gil's Arena last night. That shit was funny as shit. But that's how I watched the game. I pretty much didn't. I didn't watch it physically, but I just kept up with it from Gil's Arena, and that shit was lit last night. I should have reacted to that, but I forgot. So let's go.
Yes, the question one time. I just wanted to go to his point about IQ.
Yeah, basically comparing SGA's game to back then versus now. Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard to say pause about certain people to play back then. Now, look, it's a couple things that you have to realize, right? He seems pretty tough. SGA is almost like Kawhi Leonard, can't really read him. Facial expressions don't really change too much. He might smile when they down. He doesn't give a lot of emotion, so it's hard to read him. But I don't know about if he come down the lane and Charles Oakley elbow you in your throat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's going to be able to handle the bad boy Pistons.
Yeah.
With, knees, elbows.
For real, because that's a different kind of game there. He got a point. He do got a point.
Hands, feet, everything. So
people fouling him. We don't know who the foul is on.
Exactly. So I don't know. But I would say yes, just because it's poker face, I can't read him. But it's not a lot of people who play today that could have played back then. These niggas, if you pay attention, right? Every time a nigga don't get the call, they don't even run back on defense. They like this looking at the ref.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really a no call.
Yeah, but what do you think the ref gonna stop the play halfway up the court? Be like, hold up. I was bugging back there.
You weren't crying loud enough.
You were. I second guessed it after the ball is halfway up the court and it's only 11 seconds on the shot clock and you still like this, bro. If they ain't call it, you gotta move on. I understand when the whistle's blown and you have a convo with the ref, like, yo, my nigga, they wilding. You ain't see that?
Mm-hmm.
Running up the court like this every time you don't get a call, all you doing is giving the other team to have numbers on you on a fast break. So I don't know. I would say yes just because purely of his poker face, but it's not a lot of niggas that could that would be able to play because they'd be like, I don't think this is basketball. Now, what I will say is this. It's two things, and people don't look at this side of the equation now. Before 2002, you had to play man-to-man. You couldn't play zone.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
And listen, these niggas, that's another thing. The rest pissing me off. These niggas living in 3 seconds. I was literally counting niggas in 3 seconds all day yesterday at that game, last night that game. I'm like, niggas in there literally 7 seconds. The refs don't call 3 seconds no more once in a while? Like, how's it work? Them niggas living in there. But what I will say to the credit of players today is that they have to play against a zone to where before 2002, 2003, you had to play man-to-man. So to me, if you're an offensive player, a decent offensive player, or you should be able to score. You know, unless Patrick Beverley's guarding you or Tony Allen or somebody like that, Joe Dumars, Bruce Bowen. If you can score, you can score. I was watching some old basketball, just watching film and shit, and I seen they cleared the Detroit Pistons. Isaiah Thomas had a mismatch, and the other 4 players was at half court. All the way out, he was on the left side of the court, and all of them was at half court. Because if you want to go double, you could run double, but you have to run from half. Then when you run over there, your man can go. So right now, to me, defenses have built-in help because of the zone. SGA, if he's playing man-to-man too, in that era, I don't know if niggas could guard him man-to-man depending on what team it was. So more so is yes, but people don't always look at that side of the equation that before 2002, you had to play man-to-man. And that sometimes for our offensive players is going to be way easier than going against the zones that they have now.
I have been using the GLP-1 injections through hers for 4 months. I have lost 30 pounds.
Hers has changed my life. They were
Well, you got a point though.
Okay, so now there's a little bit of a conspiracy theory forming, so I kind of want to get you guys' opinion on it. So there are 3 notable torn Achilles in the playoffs this season, that being Dame, Jason Tatum, and now Halliburton. They all wear number 0 jerseys. So Mase, why do you think this is happening?
I didn't think about that. I thought it was just the low tops. Man, that's some.
What y'all think? Because I keep hearing it was the low tops, but when you think about it, all of them were number 0. But shit, hell, he should have set his ass down. He knew that was going to happen. The world knew that was going to happen. So I don't know.
To think about it, it's definitely something in the number, but because if I think about Westbrook, when he was right there going crazy, he got hurt on the playoff run as well. So this is not the first time something similar of that has happened. But when it comes to the number 0, I got to look into that. That's a great observation.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Who else wear number 0 that might get hurt next? They got whoever's wearing that number, get rid of it.
I'm hoping anybody gets hurt.
Get rid of that number. Whoever's wearing it. I know my boy played for the Vipers. You know, what's his name? Jalen LeCue or something like that. Oh. Shout out to Jalen LeCue. He just began dunks from everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, switch your number if you went in 0. That might be a bad luck number. That's my dog.
Okay, Cam, what do you think?
Gilbert Arenas wears 0 too.
Yeah, it might be a bad luck number. But he's the original.
Agent 0. Gil was nice.
Yeah.
Gil's nice.
Agent 0.
That's my nigga.
Yeah, he was the only one I seen torch Kobe. Yeah,
then went to half court. He took a bow in the middle of the fucking Staples Center for 60. Yeah, I'll fuck with Gil.
Yeah.
I don't know about the number 0. Like Mase, I have to look.
Yeah, I fuck with Gil too. He a character, but I definitely fuck with Gil.
Into that a little more. But, you know, I had posted this on my page about the low tops, and some niggas agree, some niggas in their feelings, talking about you straining. What it is that they're running these players ragged. and this, that, and the third, and that's that. Look, man, I don't know what's the difference between the amount of games in 2025 from 1985.
Yeah.
It's the same amount of game. It's the same amount of minutes. It's the
But they
same
not
thing.
help.
You don't want your players to play
not
that
help.
much. I'm talking about teams, the people that was complaining, talking about they run the players on the ground. Get a bench. That's what you got a bench for, so that you don't have to play your starting five 100 minutes a night. New York Knicks.
That is something I think people are doing wrong, because it used to be like 8. You're supposed to at least play like 8 players if you got a good team. And now it just seemed like they stick to about 6 or 7. And
Okay, so that was the 15-minute reactions we're gonna do, and we're gonna run it back to something else. I think we're gonna do Gil's Arenas next. So let me go ahead, get this loaded, and we'll go ahead and go to the next one later.